Okay, welcome everybody. We are recording. We will most probably um, publish on the YouTube channel if we're not told otherwise by our guides. So if you do not want to be seen, you can now turn your camera off. But we love seeing everybody. But we have to say this, obviously, you have to make that choice for yourself. So it's beautiful to have you all. We are, well, I mean, the chat was just full of stuff. Exciting times. This is amazing. It's been a week, like so much going on. Me personally going through stuff again that yeah, it is what it is, right? That's the journey. We come back and go again and have another look at stuff until we finally whatever have it yeah, puzzled or unpuzzled, or how do you call it? So but yes, it's amazing to have you all, and I'm really excited for the USA and to have so many anchors. It's wow. So thank you very much for being here, and I'll pass the word to David.
Wow. Well, so the world soul is going to lead the process today. So I have an intimate relationship with the new soul of planet Earth. So most of you, or some of you, were on the previous call, and we channeled, or we just mentioned on the previous call, that Mother Gaia transcended her physical experience of planet Earth in around the period between June 2021 and the end of that year. In human terms, her soul ascended, and she's no longer guiding planet Earth. And what happened during that year was a transitionary period. And so another soul descended from wherever souls descend from, like to take over the job of steering planet Earth. Um, so the closest name that I have for her is Mother Sophia. And she's a multi-dimensional soul. So she's able to contain all the dimensions of the new reality that we're moving into. Not unfortunately, Mother Gaia was never meant to perform the miracle, which is transcending the human form and having the angelic realm join us here on Earth. That was not what Gaia was here to do. That's the mission of Mother Sophia, to bring heaven to Earth, because she's designed for that. So we're going to channel, the closest word for her is a deity, because she has unimaginable power. And she hasn't really disclosed any of this to any group or any person. This is all very new information, and most of you may not have even touched into her prior to the call today. So that's why we're just laying out that piece of information, sort of forming a bit of bedrock to understand that we're moving into a multidimensional reality, and that's inevitable because there's an upgrade happening across our solar system, that the souls of all the major planets and the soul of the sun are transitioning to multidimensional souls. And that explains why our reality is going to change, because it's not us, or it's not just us. As humans, we can make the same transition from being like a single solitary species thinking we're all alone in the galaxy to being a multidimensional human, able to touch into all these different realities that are already here. We just haven't been able to see them. So we could spend a lot of time talking about that, but that's not really what they want me to talk about with you tonight. That's just like a teaser for what's happening.
I just want to point out that I don't know if you see, but Constance is showing us all the nature she's in. That's really beautiful. And even Catherine is showing the trees in the sky. Yeah. I love it. Thank you. Viv is also in the trees. It's beautiful. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, just I mean, you're speaking about Mother Sophia, so
Yeah. It's all a bit crystalline. And that's why it's a bit hard to hear or to bring it in or to understand as a human, because she's very crystalline. And even I don't understand what's happening with the world and how it's becoming more crystal. But Mother Nature is responding to her changes, that she's implementing new matrices into Earth and new energies, so she can change the energy of particular countries. So tonight it's like So I'm kind of starting to channel, but I haven't closed my eyes yet. It's fundamental to understand that she has the ability to create magic, and that reality might not just stay like this flat experience that we've all been having. It's like that's she wants us to understand that. And we don't have to go backwards. Like we're not going back to a dark time. So some of us have these nightmares that this ascension process is going to end with a massive catastrophe, and the world's going to destroy itself. Like she's not up for that. It's not part of her plan that we're going to that destination. But there are some YouTube channels that might present that information, but that's not her plan.
Oh, Ina's here. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I was just before we start, maybe if anyone has any questions about what's happening, or then we could do that before. After we can also do sharing and stuff, of course, but everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. That's wonderful.
Okay.
Good.
All right. I can channel.
Right.
We can do the
We can do the meditation. I mean, what time is it? Maybe we wait another bit, or
no.
People are still
Let's
trickling in. We just had another one add now. So
yeah. It's a good time to start. And if people want to join, they can just slip into the meditation as we go. I'm sure Mark can admit them.
I can just admit no problem.
okay. All
That's
right.
great. Because I don't want to hold up, because I know a lot of people are here carrying a lot of heavenly energies in their bodies. And I don't want you to have to hold on to that any longer than you have to, because I know what that's like. So we might just get moving. Now I'm going to close my eyes and go into a state where I'll receive some words. I tend to channel in an old language that was spoken on Earth at one time when it was heaven here. That's the language they choose to use because it's multidimensional. It speaks to the birds, the bees, the plants. Nature responds to the language, and our hearts respond to it. And it speaks to our souls, and it allows our souls to send in divine love into our hearts. So they will give me those codes that are needed to be communicated. We usually communicate with the logos of planet Earth. We speak with the Time Lords, the beings of light that we must speak to. You must ask of them to be able to create a new reality. You must humbly ask the Lords of Time for permission, because you're not just allowed to do it, right? So there'll be some words that we won't actually speak out loud because they don't want them to be recorded at this time. They don't want everyone to be aware that these words can be spoken and what they do. So some of it will be not said, but just so you're aware, things are happening in the world. And it's not as hard. We don't have to think that the world isn't going to change anymore, because we are being gifted the technology to physically change the manifestation process on planet Earth. That's what we're doing. Now, it won't happen overnight. Change isn't going to go like that. That's not the process. We're supposed to struggle. We're supposed to be in pain. It's supposed to take quite a long time. So nothing happens overnight. But you may find small changes happen. You may find things happen quickly for you. That's okay. But we don't want to set a time scale, because it's all down to choice. Who chooses to go first? Who's going to follow? Who gets the idea things are changing? It will happen in a human time frame, the change.
Yeah, because we choose.
Yeah, we all choose. And if we want to wait 3 weeks or 3 years, that's okay.
Oop. Now, what are your thoughts on, do I need to be in a certain mindset or headspace to join this meditation or this space? I'm feeling very heavy and emotional, and I don't want to be affecting others. That's all good and all part of the process and all welcome. So just hold yourself in love, 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 lots of love. And yeah, be as you are. It's all good. It's all, yeah, it's really all part of the process. I was myself crying before on the sofa, not long before the call. So it's all, yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We're all here and all welcome, and as humans experiencing all the bits, and yeah, it's all coming up and all to be looked at and lived through and felt. So all good. Thank you for the question. You're welcome.
Thank you
you.
for
Thank
asking.
you. Yeah.
So would anyone else like to ask anything?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Everybody seems good.
So we'll play some light music in the background to help you slip into that meditative state. Just allow whatever emotions arise, any visions. We will check in. We'll have a bit of time afterwards if people want to share anything that they've seen. But don't worry about what comes up. It's all entirely appropriate and allowed. And we just want to create that space, as Alenka described, of love. For whatever state you're in, just bring love, bring acceptance, and allow the light to permeate your being, because it's almost certain there will be light that comes through too. Whether that's tingly feelings in your toes or whether you see bright lights in your head, it doesn't matter. Just allow whatever comes to come. So you should be able to hear some quiet music and my voice. He mi tailo, he tike, noma taile, ina una kailo. So in a distant time, there was a place called Earth that where people lived like humans, but they were humans in a heavenly state. Ini kolai kehe tianene. And it is that timeline that we're going to return to as we begin the call tonight. Ila kunake. So I call into our existence the timeline that we can call heaven on earth. Iri rugarenteke, lomo hilai ko kanadnekete, uran tai hai kuanta, ina kelo name. So we call into being that state and that time of heavenly union on earth. Iri kuna kehe namena noma kailo unakele kia no kate uran kelai kono ina hekete ina maiko ko anta eraiko. So we are entering a timeline now for the United States of America where we and the country, the land itself, will begin to emit these new energies. enta Kaline Kionan me, Kuran Ekatailo. So I begin drip by drip, she says, to introduce the energies of a heavenly union. Kulai nehe kunan kete, roka ila ke oname. So in the timeline that you currently live, she suggests, you may not exhibit the love of fellow human beings. Oro iga nankete, oro iga lehai no mankiti, kolo ki taiho, puka neke payahe. A timeline of negativity may be how you could describe the timeline that most of you experience day by day. Hila ko anta, ola ika teno mal, uran egamayano, ina kehe antamo. And that timeline, she suggests, may begin drip by drip to change. Urai, Reike, Lanka, Unanke. And each of you, she suggests, may carry a lantern of light. Olo iga te kanai, toro ikate, out into some of those darker lands. Luga leka tayono, to show others the face of light. E remaile, e reike no kanate. So this may be a reminder for some of you. Olo hi antake, for you already know or exist in this lifetime within that light. Luka eheya huana enokai. But for you, we bring more light. Luka kehai tokote, toro tika mayano. That tomorrow you may have more light, and tomorrow you may have even more. Ura kehayano. We open your portal to your own divine love. Eli kono katanahe, kotana ke na maiko tilon eske pikutayaku. And that the energies that you may find coming out of your face, out of your heart, into your words and your laughter. Loko ki kailo ki elamai una ke takayahi. That there may be gifts from your gods. Olo ki no man ketaino kohana kelo ti. And that no one may prevent this from moving forward in your lifetime. Eli koho namana irantake tolo tikamayano. And that no one may know or feel a light such as yours. Eli koho kanta hiranke. That you may contain the light of Christ as your light. Lika heno airoki tokan telomel. And that no one may steal your divine light. Laklan kehai Turoki, Kanho Ke no Malate. And so, for each of you on the call, it is important to remember that no one can steal your light. Eli Kona ke takaya no. Iran ke he, inan ko, kolo kiante ke. So now we're going to depart Earth for a little time. Lugan ke lai tuanta way. Away in the universe is a star system within Orion's belt. Lugali teko mea nayako, and I may take you with me on a little journey there. Irai tukan, urai tekelo, unan ke to ban ho lamel. So none of you are not allowed to enter that space, they suggest. Ulai kianto, kunta quenteko. And out there, each of you may drink of in the divine love of life. Tu monto unanke, ruman kelo kayatelo ki. And so we open all portals within you, first of all. Ilaya telo, Ilaya ko anta normaki. That through you, the love of the divine light may pour, may flood out of your feet into the earth of the United States. Holo kiayate, holo kina namantuko, naman erai Kyoto, Kyoto, kelai, Kyoto, kanake. Holo kiaya lelain komo ki antalo, ki anto egatayaki. Naman kehai toloki. So we have to gently bring you back to earth. Olo huenta hogranki. But we bring you back down with new programs for your life. Ilaya koloki. New codes and new secrets for you to enjoy and to discover as you walk about the earth on this journey of yours. Rigran togo tigate, toho tigameno, uran aigo lantaki, rogra telai kiontamo. Tunana huekatailo. So I gift you this new timeline on earth. Igali loko quenteki, rogo ria tailoki. And I tie it into the new timeline of your country. Eli una kelo, una wailoki. And that no one may subtract this new energy from your human body. Eli ogo Namante Loki. Alo Quentico. So we return to the United States of America. Eli Ugan Quen Naktoti Turai Ege Mayano. So there are a number of mountains within your country that require activation today. Logo, Inan Kelo, Irai Kolo Kianta, Human Kelo Ki. So we gift you access to those mountains. Each of you on the call have the keys to access the activations of the specific mountains on Earth. Irai, Una, Tekataya, Uran, Tekati. So we will take a little time for you to access those mountains with the keys that you have. Ono Mikanayake, Ono Mikatelo, Quen Cairo, Quen Kailoki. So within Cairo, there is a deep reunification key, deep in the earth there. Rograi Melai key. And I draw the key for that portal into the call for us today. Lugaye Nomo Kiate, Nomo Kialo. En hai kolo kianta, ogram telai kiontano, numan nege nayati, enda hugate. So there were some ancient gods who lived in the land of Egypt and elsewhere, Hogra telai ki. And they left a magic key of sorts, Hugran mege liano. And they are opening a magic portal to divine heavenly light. Holo higamae, holo hikate, holo tigram kelaiko, kuanta huegre diamenanon. And so that each of you may see that portal. Eli kota kiantame. Turanta kelon wenta ko lampoko. Tuban Reke Nai Kianle. So those of you in nature, we gift you light and we gift you keys today. Luanta Kolo Kianta He. And if you look beneath your feet, maybe a yard or a meter or 3 feet beneath you, there is a star, a chakra of yours in the earth. Kotana Hege Herai Kome. And I call on it to open and sends the keys and the codes deep within Mother Earth. Ho Hamaya, To Hokate. So I call us back to the land of light. That's how they'd like us to remember the country that is United States of America, to call back the land of the light. Eli Unake Ona Hekanayano Uranta Kaline Komandako. And we connect that land into the heart of the earth. Eli Kona Manaki Ruma Kelo Ki Antahe. And we call on the rune stone Eli Uranta Unam Hekalayati to light up and to energize all the ley lines across that country of light. Ho Mantakai. So in a distant timeline, I lived on the soil of that land of light. Liga Mete Kayano. And there's a piece of me that I left there, and I call that back now. Aro Riga Tailo, Aro Riga Tailo Ki. And I call back all the pieces, all the lost pieces of the lost parts of our souls for each of the people on the call. Inland Kono Mai Noman Kelo, Virai Kolo Tiantake. That wherever they lie within the 4 directions, the north, the south, the east, or the west of this land of light, that we call back those lost fragments of ourselves. Tum ke haino, tum ke lehoki. And deep within the earth, there is a tomb of sorts. Irai kolo kiantake. But there was once a god who walked the earth. On planet Earth, he walked within the land of light. Eli turo kenaini, hono ekatelo. And I begin the process softly and gently to recode his land in preparation. Tu Mankatayano, Tu Mankate. So we will return in around a week, they suggest, for a different country. The next country is Norway, they suggest. Ulan Haigo Irete, when there are great mountains, where it is a country that they suggest is like the lungs of planet Earth, where one can breathe deeply the fresh airs. Ula, Hu Ana, Untawe, U Huanateloki, and where certain gods of old hid many secrets. Urai Rege Mayano. So we will return to this brain in a future installment. Eli, Quenro, Regete, Luga Wegamayano. And so they leave us, the beings of light, and we may just sit here together and breathe. Thank you very much for being here, for taking part and for witnessing the change. The only way I could describe the chakra in the new Earth chakra system for the land of light, I like this new name, is it's a white light I see for the United States of America. So I'm sure one of you will know what chakra system we are corresponding with, because I don't know. But America is white.
So would anybody like to share?
And you're welcome to come on video if you've been had your camera off, or you might need to unmute yourself. You can talk from a darkened little box as well. That's totally fine.
From what I can tell, from an informational perspective, the white actually signifies the soul star chakra, which is, I believe, above the crown chakra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'd like to share. Hi, all.
Hello.
Hi.
So beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As we speak, my feet actually in the water of Tennessee River with the rocks and everything.
Oh, yeah, right.
I love that soul chakra on white, and for me this morning also came that knee chakras.
Uh-huh.
As a right knee as a pattern, as a father, and left knee as a matrix, as a mother. And for some reason, that's a knee chakra this morning, the like whole day. Land of Light was beautiful because when this is like it really resonates with me because when I came from Russia to America first time, and it was all light. It was truly a land of light. And I remember I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, you don't turn off lights? Like they all, like all 24/7. It was shock for me. So that it is a truly land of light. The heart, this time I felt different heart pain. It was longing, the heart was longing. I had tears for this country because we had two different countries and that was absolutely different for America. Tears came out, and heart was just longing, and it was like echo. It was a pain of echo of pain. It wasn't just like, here it is, I am this. It was an echo pulsating from different times, I guess.
Yeah.
And then when we did the light through, and all my chakras and all my body, they all activated one by one, and just like light. I was like a rainbow light. My body was just pure light and colorful chakras. The keys was amazing because I'm actually today going to Stone Mountain in Georgia. We have here Stone Mountain, and I have a call-in already. Like after this, I'm going straight to there. And when the keys was presented me keys, that everything came together this morning meditation. I had the message of receiving. Well, it came last night actually, and they were preparing me to receive. Like I was blocking my receiving, and now I understand why it was so important because today they gave me key, and I actually got my hands like such a joy, it was almost like I was waiting for this moment a few lifetimes. And this lifetime, it like culmination of 12,000 years ago, whatever we started. So today was very like, it's happening. I get the key. I was waiting for 12,000 years. And it was just beautiful, the joy and happiness, and can't wait to go and activate it in Stone Mountain. And then the peace, after all that was done, the pure peace came all over my heart, my body, and it was just peace. It was beautiful peace. So thank you for listening to me.
Thank you for sharing, Tatiana. Thank you.
Oh, one more thing before I'll let you guys speak. I've been going through big changes, as I shared with Alonka and David. And before American activation, on my knees was dropped, like on my knees dropped, mother-in-law with dementia, and I was required to be full-blown, like full-time caretaker. And yesterday was very, very dramatic day, and my guide said, we don't want you to take care of her, we want you to accept her. So the message was about accepting her. And my husband took over it because the message is it's time for them, for son and daughter. And I have no business there. For me, I'm there to accept mothers and mothers. So I was very happy about this clarity. From so long, I was like, oh, thank you. I don't want to do that. My job is to accept and not. And so I did that. And hold on. So yeah, that was a big message for me. And move on. And Mother Earth tell me that your mother is Earth. It's not human mother. And you are here. And so everything came together. And now I know pretty much why I'm here, like pretty much. Yeah. So thank you.
Thank you. Wow. Anybody else would like to share?
I'll do a quick share if no one else.
Hey, Tracy.
Hey, Tracy,
Hi.
nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you folks. I just found you today and I was supposed to be part of this activation. Like, yes and yes, full on. So I don't know where you came from, but you just fell out of the sky and landed here. And here we are, Orion's belt. Here's my Orion's ring.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
And my cat is Orion and he's my little spirit guy. So
Aw.
lots and lots and lots and lots of synchronicities. A lot was happening in that activation. A lot was happening. Which I didn't write anything down, but just a few things that I can recall that came to me during the activation. So much happened, but the mountains in the United States, I'm a shaman and I use the mountains as my allies. And when we called on them, they woke up and were so happy and they were singing and holding hands together. And they all just like lit up like little, all over the United States. They just like came alive and held hands and danced and sang and united and they stood strong. And they are like, we are the Apus and we are here and we are anchoring this across the whole country. And we are the guardians and call on us. We're awake. And that was really extraordinary in the call.
And Tracy, can I
Yes.
And
Certainly.
we connected Mount Fuji back into America, and that hasn't been connected in a very, very long time.
Yeah. For me, there was Shasta was big. Mount Washington was big. Mount Katahdin was huge. Katahdin was talking to Apu Asangati over in Peru. There was just they were all lit up. So that was huge. The portal in Egypt was extraordinarily clear for me. It was there's a place, I don't know if you know it, but I'm pretty sure it's in the Temple of Karnak. It's way, way, way in the back. You have to walk way in the back over to the right. And there's this portal of the 7 doors. Do you know it?
I do now.
I'm going tomorrow.
And then it has the ankhs all on top of it, which is the keys. And so that was really powerful for me because I saw the portal, I received the keys, and then when I took the keys, I walked over to Dendara, and Dendara, which is like all brown and ancient, all of a sudden became like rainbow colors, and the whole civilization came alive with color and beauty and love and healing techniques and just so much. So that was a really strong visual of that portal, and then changing like the dark barren landscape to just really colorful, beautiful landscape, which was the new heaven. So that just came and just made me cry in the meditation because it was so beautiful. Those are 2 nuggets that I can just recall real quickly, but wow, what a beautiful transmission. Thank you for that. It was really powerful and wonderful. And I'm happy to anchor here in Maine.
Thank you very much
Thank you.
for sharing, Tracy. That's amazing. Like I had goosebumps all up my like both arms, right?
Yeah. And this part of the country where I am, in the northeastern part of the country, is so dense. It's so dense here, and there's not a lot of spiritual energy here. It's very, very scientific, which is important, and business minded, which is important, but the spirituality up here in this quadrant of the United States is not very strong. Right. And so the message also came clear that we need more work, we need more seeds here in this part, because this part of the globe is so important for the new humanity in terms of the science and the biology and that part. But we need more spirituality here to balance it. So it's very unbalanced here. So that came through pretty strong as well. So
Wow.
thank you. Yeah, it was
Thank you.
a lot going on there.
You could say.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Vanessa asks, where are you based? It was in Maine,
I'm in Maine,
yeah.
like right square in the center of the state, and my other house is in Cocoa Beach, which was in direct line for the Milton hurricane
Yeah.
last night and this morning, and we were spared,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
we were in a direct line hit. So
Wow.
Pachamama's sending the warnings, but she's also showing mercy, and it's a really interesting dance of duality.
Yeah.
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 And just to say, Natasha, who is on the call right now in Cairo, is going to Karnak Temple tomorrow.
Oh, does he know about the doors?
Can anyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's
I've
not
just put into the group chat the 7 keys that you were mentioning and trying to explain it. So it's this Osiris temple right at the back. You're quite right. And you go to the keys first. You ask for your key, and you also ask for any keys that you may have already had.
Is it in Karnak?
Like you go there first, you put your hand next door.
Okay. I think Natasha tried to share a picture.
And that's where you access mentions that I feel like so it's in the group WhatsApp now. That's fun as well.
Okay, that's good because you broke up a bit there. I couldn't really hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear her either. Is it in Karnak? Shoot, I lost the call.
I think
Sorry,
she
it's
put...
internet. Yes, Karnak.
Yeah, okay. I think we lost Tracy. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, it's in the WhatsApp chat. Tracy's back. Yes, it's Karnak. Tracy, it's Karnak.
Okay, I thought so, but yeah, okay, good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, anybody else would like to share? How's our mail doing? I don't mean Mark now, I mean the USA mail, our masculine. He's still smiling, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord. Hi everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
This is all very new for me, but Catherine's been showing me a lot of this. It's undeniable stuff.
I just wanted to share that we had a little bee friend joining us for the meditation,
Aw.
which is a beautiful symbol. Tracy will know. Hi, Tracy. And yeah, it was really powerful here. I think we're gonna there are a couple other locations here in and around DC that we're gonna spread some of these codes around. So really just happy to be here and grateful for all of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you very much and happy spreading.
Thank you.
Super. All right. Natalie, no, that's Natalie. I got mixed up with Natasha. I was going to say she's walking around her hexagon hotel, but I think someone else would like to. Yay.
Hi, yeah, just what I'd say is the part where you shared about leaving a bit of yourself in that land.
Yeah.
You know, I hadn't even appreciated I'd left bits of myself, great bits and, more difficult bits. So yeah, it just all came back. So just really thank you. I feel like it's a different place. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I didn't know how much it hurt, some of the changes that have happened on that land. So look, I'm going to play. Please.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Tracy, thank you for speaking. I just love you. I don't know you, but I love you. I'm so connected to you. Thank you. The question is, so I love that explanation of Maine and how electromagnetic field might be a little bit weak right there because of spirituality and our job to make that electromagnetic field stronger so we can protect Mother Earth. Can we, and it's also a question for David and Alonka and everybody, do you think I can work on it as energetically cover that area, or is it preferably to be physically? No, right? Energetically, I can work on Maine and strengthen that EMF. Thank you. Okay, that's a question. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. Send us a WhatsApp separately from the group, and there's more information. Okay, I'm going to play a song because I'm going to cry if I play it, and I'll cry if I don't play it. So I found this band I really like. They're called Heaven, and I've known them for a few years. They've obviously released a new album this year, and I just stumbled across It's Great Mother is the name of the song. And in the song, they're praying for rain. And I don't relate to it like they're praying for rain. I relate to that they're praying for the spiritual rain, which is what we are trying to bring down on Earth right now. So I'm going to play the song. It's sung by Heaven, but it's also a man I've never met him before, but he's I think he pronounced his name Neko Novalis, and he's from Mozambique, and he sings in his native language. So I'm going to show it as a YouTube video because they put the words in Mozambique, and they also translate it into English, so you can see what it is that they're praying for.
David, can I say something before you start?
Sure.
When we started this activation today, I went outside on my deck. It's autumn here. The colors are ridiculously stunning. It was hot and sunny and blue skies. And then as the activation was coming to the close, the raindrops started and the birds started singing. And then this strange light, you started talking about the light bulb on the side of my house started blinking, and the rain just came down. And so it just confirmed what you just said about rain and showering us and the tears and cleansing and all of it. It happened in the material during the activation for me here today.
Yeah. It does that. We live on a little island called Gozo, and the weather, it's been very strange this summer. And I think we have much more to do with the weather than we realize.
For sure.
Yeah. So I'm going to share
so bring on the rain.
Yeah, bring it all on.
Bring on the rain.
Thank you, guys, and see you next week, huh? Norway. Anybody know someone in Norway?
That's the question.
See you in the chat, and love you all.
There's a fire on the horizon. I can put it out. Do I walk away or fight it? I can turn around. I've been seeking higher healing from above. Do I need to hide this feeling? I don't know. Waiting up for the rain tonight to wash away my sorrow. Hear a voice from the other side, what great mother has to tell. I give myself to the rain tonight. The sweetest can always blossom. Wake it up in peace, I'll find that summer turns to fall. Great mother knows it all. Great mother knows it all. I can't hear you in the silence. Are you with me now? In sea of broken diamonds. Can you get me out? Waiting up for the rain tonight to wash away my sorrow. Hear a voice from the other side. What great mother has to tell. I give myself to the rain tonight. The sweetest can always blossom. Waking up in peace, I'll find that summer turns to fall. Great mother knows it all. Great mother knows it all. Great mother knows it all. Waiting up for the rain tonight to wash away my sorrow. Hear a voice from the other side. What great mother has to tell. Great mother knows it all.
Good night, folks.
Or have a great day. Enjoy the mountains. Love.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Good night. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.